Yeah, India is an amazing, crazy place which is full of extremes. I think that's the best way to describe it, is extreme. You have poverty, and then you have wealth, you have colours, you have smells, some good, some bad. So it's a real place of contrast. There's chaos everywhere, there's people everywhere, so you always feel like there's something to do or something to see. There's always something happening, so it's an interesting place. When you're there, you're doing it. You're obviously thinking about it all the time, because every day you're involved with what you're doing, and you're completely immersed within your work and within your environment. So it's quite vacation. I mean, it's a vacational job, because you're completely absorbed. You're completely absorbed with the people. You have to create a relationship, and to be able to get close to them, and for them to feel comfortable with you taking their photographs. But because I was there with the organisations, people were very responsive to me and to me being there, and they were very happy with my presence. Through the experiences I've had with being in India and photographing people in different places, it's helped me develop professionally within my career. I had done a small amount of charity photography, but more on the PR side of work as opposed to on the field. Quite a big problem really for education of girls in India, and especially around the Rajasthan area. The girls' parents often don't want them to finish school. There's a really small percentage of girls that actually finish high school, and there's varying reasons why the parents don't want them to finish. Sometimes they want them to work, or if one of them's sick, then they need to help out around the house and do some work for them. And there's also marriage. Even though it's illegal to be married, I think it's before 18 in India, there's an awful lot of child bride. So it's really important that girls are encouraged to finish school. One of the girls we heard interviewed, her parents wanted her to be married at 14, so they took her out of school, and she didn't want to get married, and FEG helped her get back into school, and she wanted to stay in school and become a teacher. I think through the experiences that I've had to develop as a photographer, because you're in situations where you have to try and capture the most interesting image. It's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge, but also it's a great learning experience. In places that I visited photographically for myself was the salt pans in Gujarat. It's a really barren environment, and it's quite extreme working conditions for the workers. They're very poor workers, and they're migrant workers, so they have these sort of temporary accommodations which are fairly simple and rudimentary. They have wells which pump up water to keep the salt wet while they're harvesting the salt. The wells get caught up with gravel sometimes, so they need somebody to actually go down the wells. There was only one man from their group who would actually go down the well, but he didn't really like going down the well, so every day before he went he would have to have some of the locally brewed alcohol that they have, because Gujarat's a dry state, so they make their own, and he'd drink a bit of that, so he got drunk, and then he would have the confidence to go down into the well and do his work for the day. Now, one of the organisations that I visited worked with the slum dwellers in Ahmedabad. They had a little media department there, and some of the local sort of kids and people in their early 20s and things like that would make short films and documentaries about different issues that they were facing in their environment, and then they would set up a screen somewhere and they'd have a viewing of their documentaries. It was really good for me to do this project in India because one of the reasons that I got into photography in the first place was when I started travelling, and part of experiencing the different cultures and new places was also to sort of visually record it, which obviously started off as a reminder for myself, and the interest grew from there. For me, any experience which pushes me as a person is a worthwhile experience, and I found this experience incredibly rewarding through the people I met, the things I saw, the situations that I was in. It's been great.